bracelet. Where's my money? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
That was 4 years in the making, right there.
VBS, I3, 14 cat.
How long have you guys known each other?
You.
Huh? How long have you guys known each other?
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, 64, 47. Thief! You thief!
There is a violence. There is a violence.
No.
That's what he said. There's a violence.
Fucking idiot.
Okay. So you can pause it right there, Rob. So first of all, Trax, it's good to have you on.
Thanks, man.
We had you. We were at a Art Basel event at the Soho House, the Manek event that we had a couple of years ago.
You had me as a fan for many years.
Yeah. And then I see this. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, keep in mind, the jewelry. I had when people found out you're going to be on, I had no idea the gold business in New York was this political. The amount of messages I got,
right? Fans
and haters. Do you realize Trax this, Trax that? So I want to know what happened.
So hold me back, these bastards out there, bro.
What? So tell us the story. Who is he? Who is George? Who are all the people involved in that conversation?
Yeah, they are. There's just the sneakiest people you could ever imagine, right? I moved into this exchange in 2018. And I signed with these landlords, this Baharian family that the father or the uncle or whoever, there used to be a bank there. They bought the bank, they renovated it into a beautiful exchange. And the family renovated them. I know the family for years, for like 20 years, 10 years before whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. I signed a lease. 2018, I move in, I start doing social media. I start getting popular, and I fill up the exchange with great neighbors and everything like that. COVID comes around, and this family, I don't know if they're Turkish or Syrian Turkish, they're Christian or whatever. Not that matters at all, but that's just people are curious about shit like that. And lo and behold, unbeknownst to anybody, they buy 50% of this exchange.
The worst state.
What up, everybody, man? What's going on? Check it out, the TRAXNYC. If y'all seen this shit on Facebook, or on YouTube, he blew up, big fight inside the Diamond Exchange in New York City. It's like a building, and they all rent these little these little booths. I think he's explaining it was an old bank, and they all rent these little friggin' booths.
All sorts of characters with their stupid business, mentalities and schemes. Constantly some bullshit. Always the problem, but whatever. It's manageable. And they buy into this exchange because, I'm there, right? And I'm bringing in good, solid tenants, and I'm bringing in clients steadily. But when they buy in, they, as landlords, so to speak, they're really ownership partners. They're not landlords. But then they sneak down into the booth across from mine, and they never say that they're partners or that they bought into the exchange. They just say they're renting a booth. So I meet them, I say hello, and I start treating them like everybody else. And I see something's wrong. The father, I ask him to, we're neighbors in an exchange, in a jewelry exchange. I got the windows and you guys got this booth. And I go to this father and I'm like, yo, these are old school chains. I could sell them. I could do an ad right now, do a commercial. And he's like, He looks at me like I'm some bum. Like asking for some shit.
This is 5 years ago.
Yeah. And I'm like looking at him, I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? What is he talking to me like that for? Then the son is he's trying to lie to me, sneak a little lie. No, this, that. And I'm like, I'm seeing that these people are just doing dirty things. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? And I just start to ignore them. I don't give a shit about them. Then a client, takes a picture, and then he tags their business. This is again 5 years ago. Tags my business with his picture. It says TRAXNYC with the very same picture that dumb bastard you just had in the thumbnail or whatever, George Akai. And I come up to him and I have him and I take my phone and I show him my phone and I'm like, yo, why is your picture? What is this? He grabs the phone out of my hand. This is 5 years ago. And he's like, and he's holding it like this. He's like, no. I'm like, did you just fucking grab my phone?
This is 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you guys have had a feud for years.
Yeah. No, I was, listen. He grabs my phone out of my hand and he's holding it like this, like I'm a child, like you can't have this. It's mine. I snatched it. I'm like, yo, bro, do you know what you're doing right now? So then I start to beef with them and I start to warn them. I'm like, yo, I'm not the one to play with, bro. And in person. And then it turns out that they reveal that that they bought in. Then they're feuding with the actual landlords. Then they're bringing in their own super. Then they're firing a security guard. Then they want to close the shop this way. They want to close the shop when they leave, not when I close at 7. They want to leave at 6. They want to close the whole shop. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. I didn't sign my lease with you. I don't know who you are. I don't accept you as the landlord coming downstairs and pretending to be another tenant, doing some sneaky garbage. I'm not here for it. I don't accept it. I don't need it. And I warned them. And I warned them, and I warned them, and I warned them. Don't do it. Don't say your TRAXNYC. Don't do this. Don't do that. He feels like they felt like they bought in, and now they own me. They could say their tracks. They could say this. It's like I could come in here, and I could say I'm Valuetainment, and I could take your shit, and I could, tomorrow say I'm PBD podcast. And just because I'm here, I'm there. Just doing extra shit for no fucking reason. So
I believe they have a building, picture like a flea market with a bunch of different boots, and they all sell gold and diamonds. It's in New York. They call it on Diamond District.
Whatever, but you know what? I'm trying to market my business. I'm trying to keep the peace. I'm trying to do whatever I'm supposed to be doing, and that's it. New Year's Eve rolls around.
Most homeowners have life insurance that can pay off the mortgage when they die. But what about when you're alive and can't make the payment? Whether you're a
I'm happy. I closed out my record year. Yeah. I sold 5 million in December.
December alone.
Yeah, December alone. 5.
That's crazy. $5 million for a little boot that he has at the Diamond Exchange. $5 fucking million. Holy shit. That's a lot of money.
Million, we're doing 40 million a year, whatever. I don't even know what it is anymore. I did my record, we're doing 40 million, 5 million in December.
December alone.
Yeah, December alone, 5 million, we're doing 40 million a year, whatever. I don't even know what it is anymore. I did my record December, record margins and volume and so on and so forth. I'm happy. I have my team. I have all my ducks in a row. I don't have any bullshit going on. And then somebody comes up, one of my members of my staff comes up to me. He's like, yo, Max, a customer's looking for you. There's 14K, 10K, and this happened and that happened. I'm like, what's going on? And then I go downstairs and the customer's there, desperate and sad on New Year's Eve. And he's like, I bought this. This guy said he's you. I'm like, I'm like, I can't take this shit anymore. I'm just about to enjoy. I'm not waiting New Year's Eve.
This is New Year's Eve?
Yeah. I'm not watching it drop the ball drop and thinking I can't wait till Monday to confront them. I'm like, you know what, man? We come downstairs. I go inside their booth. All right. Since they're saying they're me, I must be them. I go inside their fucking booth. I give him his 22,000. He spent 21,000. I give him 22,000. I said, you're made whole. That's it. He's finally happy. He's relieved because he's not, you know what I'm saying? He's a regular dude. I don't know where he got the money, but he's just a regular guy. But, these regular people that make money or get money somehow, they trust me. They believe in me. So they're looking for me. This fucking dickhead says to him, he shows him a picture of TRAXNYC jewelry. He's like, oh, I'm out of stock. I'm going to order this later, but I have this for you now. And he tricks him. And he does this nasty, sneaky shit that I warned him not to do 5 years ago. So I get behind the counter and I go to war.
This is the clip, the first one that we showed.
Yeah, the first one is the one where I'm right here. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when you went to war, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is after I fucking trashed their scales and all their other shit.
This right here. Rob, you want to play this?
This is where I with the customer.
The receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're TRAXNYC, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold. Well, we're going to test this bracelet right now. Start the test. 10 karat gold. So did they say they were TRAXNYC?
Yeah, he tried to portray, he tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out
Right.
one of your rings.
Came up with a
he
scheme.
purchased.
Right. That we sell. So you came with a picture of TRAXNYC.
Yep. I opened up the website for him.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to fucking do with me other than to steal my fucking customers all day long. These rats have done this
Pause
over
right
and
there,
over.
Rob. Okay. So that's the customer, $21,000. You make him whole, $22,000. You go up to him.
You watched the video, right? This dude, Max. He got mad, I think, the moment he had to hand that fucking $22,000 over. Shit. That shit, he went from 0 to 60.
You guys have that issue. Then you leave. What happens next?
Right. Well, before this, you could go to the next clip. You just go to the next one. I think it's this one when I made him whole, and that's me fucking their shit up over there. I just had enough.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, this is the one. All right,
So
play it
where is George? Are you in a room where George is also in this room?
not at this. George is enjoying his New Year's Eve with his dumbass family somewhere.
Press.
He said with his dumbass family. Yo, come over to YouTube. Definitely follow the page. See if we can get this shit built up. You know, last page, got flagged, taken down. Try to get a road to a month with 1,000.
Play, Rob.
Nope. And of course, I gotta get premium. See, poor. Poor.
This is what started it.
Okay. Rip you off on this.
What started it was, I think, you watch. He gets mad the moment he hands that money over.
Fucking thing. It turned out to be 9 karat gold, right?
Yeah.
You had a check?
Yes.
So they're gonna be giving
9 karat gold. I think they sold it to him as 14 karat. Fucking thieves. Fucking thieves.
you $1,000 on top. Here's 22,000 for your fucking trouble.
Oh, yeah, see?
These fucking bums.
You see how mad he got right at that point? For your fucking trouble? Watch. The minute he hands that over.
On top. Here's 22,000 for your fucking trouble. These fucking bums.
Is that them?
Yeah.
Bro.
He's in their establishment now. Like, he's behind their counter. Flipping.
That's their area.
Yeah.
People, this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. So I'm Trax. I want this. Coming up with a fucking.
That's their area. You're doing
Yeah.
this to.
Time.
Yeah, it's on now.
So they're seeing
Be
this.
fucking
Yeah.
scheming.
And now he's breaking this shit. This is their pot of the Diamond District or the Diamond Exchange, whatever the hell it is.
It was a surprise.
What time is this
Starry-eyed
exactly?
surprise for these motherfuckers. End of the day on New Year's Eve,
But what time?
4 p.m., 5 p.m.
So this is 4 or 5, and customers are around.
Yeah,
Now, can you pause it real quick?
Yeah.
Where is your shop?
right across from where I'm standing.
So this way.
Yeah, right across. I might the windows right, just like where the booth is facing. I'm
Yeah.
looking at my shop.
So
Right there, I'm
all
looking.
day you guys are seeing each other.
I don't see them because I don't sit in my shop. I have a mezzanine and I do my shit. I have a team that runs my store.
Downstairs. You're
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, I'm upstairs. I'm running around. I'm doing shit, you know? And I have a team, but I see them as I'm walking in, walking out, walking in, walking out. But, you know, I don't really sit in my shop for that particular reason. I don't want to see these disgusting brothers and their scheming ways. I just don't want to be around it, man. I'm very fickle when it comes to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like a person, I just don't want to, I don't have it in me because I'll lose it. You know, I don't have it in me.
Okay, so they see this clip. This is end of day, 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. New Year's Eve, December 31st.
Yeah.
What happens next? Do they call you?
So they don't even see this shit. They don't even see the clip. Well, they're not there. Oh shit. It's getting real, yo. And you better buy that place definitely all mobbed the fuck up. You better believe it.
They don't call me. They start trying to call the cops. You know what I'm saying? They start trying to do this. They start trying to do that. You know, the police show up and they realize it's a civil matter because I'm refunding a person. It's an impersonation. When the cops come, my NYPD, you know, my staff tells them, hey, we had to make this customer whole, $22,000. This, that. It's not just a clear-cut situation. So the NYPD leave. They show up the
$22,000 deal. So sell you some 9-carat gold, Akai, 9-carat gold, $22,000 for some 9-carat.
next day, but you know the heat is already on from this video. And they're thinking, you know, like, let's talk like gentlemen, he says, or so to speak, right? Because he knows that the heat is on this shit. So on the January 2nd, I pop out, and then you see the events. You know, he's sitting in his booth. This George.
Okay, so that's 2 days later.
Yeah.
And then this is the one you pull up to him.
Yeah, that's
okay, which we already played. So got it. And he's surprised. He's not seeing you coming in. So by the way, pause right there. Are you on that site?
Yeah, that's TRAXNYC.
Oh, I see it. I see right behind it. Okay, now I get it.
That's my booth.
You guys are literally right next to each other.
He moved in there to fucking steal customers for years. That's what the fuck he did. They saw I was a successful guy, and like vultures, like parasites, man. Like parasites, they moved down there. At first, they didn't even put their name on their booth so they could just say they're TRAXNYC. You know what I'm saying? They're sick. They're sick people, bro. They're not regular people. They don't buy a cup of coffee over there, bro. They don't do nothing. They're cheap as hell. You know?
Where are they from? You said
Turkish. I heard Syria. I heard Turkey. I heard this. I heard that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, these are all lines on a map. I've met so many amazing Turkish people. I've never, ever, ever seen anybody like this.
Okay, so then what does it say, Rob? Where they're from? Does it say anything or no?
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, so after that clip, that's when
just sitting there trying to steal customers from me and then lying. No, just that bold-faced lying shit. No, I didn't do it. What? You know, I'm like, yo, you fucking retards. I had enough of that shit in the Diamond District. Tell me one bold-faced lie to my face that you didn't do this and you didn't do that. That's what you're gonna get from me every fucking time.
So now go back to the last, and the last clip is when it's tipping point.
That's right? It. That's when I already hit him, and I posted this video, and then I come back to him. They're already closing the exchange. They're lowering the gates like the dumbasses.
This is what, January 2nd?
Yeah, this is January 2nd.
But this is after the spit.
This is Freddie trying to strangle me. Right, like you can't really see it here, but the you know the guy who has his hand, one hand on my shoulder,
black sweater,
the other hand he has on a chain like this, and he's twisting it and strangling me.
Rob, go on the Instagram account to show the full clip.
Bullshit, bro.
So he's trying to strangle you.
Yeah.
I think you were just on it. Second.
Yeah, it's the third one.
Third one.
Yeah, right there. No, my bad.
That previous one, right?
Yeah, this
right
one.
There, yeah.
That's
it. In the pitch black.
God damn. Yo, follow the YouTube page, you know, Road to 1,000. Don't do a nice live, man. Shout out everybody. What's going on? It got real over there at TRAXNYC. Here we go. Here we go. Yo, I'll tell you what though, this clip was great marketing for his business because that chain, that big brolic Russian Rocco Drago, whatever the fuck is Drago shit, that chain was so this is a good chain for Trax NYC. But Akai, you be selling people 14 karat gold, and according to Max, 14 karat gold and portraying, and it's really 9 karat gold, charging these people 20 racks. He's- I thought he was going to say, I think you were just getting strangled by the big Ivan Drago looking type Russian dude. Oh, and there's the spit. He spit at him. They spit on him. Someone's up there. I don't know if they're watching this, if this is like levels to this place. Somebody was like, yo, you spit on him. Then it was on and popping. Some big ass dude. Look, it's on. It's on. He said they tried to kill me, strangled me with my own chain because I gave a refund to their scam. TraxNYC.com at Akai / diamonds. Red rum. They tried to red rum him, he said. Max accused a rival Diamond District jeweler, often cited as Akai Diamonds, of scamming, and it was on and popping. Look at that mock that shit did by his chain. Strangled him with his own damn chain. He said traxnyc.com. Interesting story why he wasn't handcuffed at the end, but probably a reason. It looks like the Russian mob, the Russian mob come walking out. NYPD wants pitches. They want damn pitches. He said his boys, his team came running the hell out. I don't know. What do you say? Disclaimer or pause when you said it's hard to swallow? does that deserve a pause, especially New York? 40 grand a month he pays to basically be there. He has basically, like you said, the windows. You shared the page. Yeah, babe. Definitely go on YouTube and go on YouTube and definitely follow the page. Start to put some we'll try to go back doing some damn reactions and shit. Let me get back to this fucking Max. Yeah, he's like, I ain't leaving that place. A lot of money to be made there. They make money off each other. They borrow gold from each other. Hey, can I borrow, can I borrow 20 pounds of gold? Yeah, sure. Because you're going into a friggin' build. You're going into like one building, so you don't know who's who. If somebody sends you there, maybe I'm looking for Trax, or I'm looking for a Kai, or I'm looking for, Vinny the Jew. He said, I see what you're doing. I mean, but you think he said to people 20 years ago when he was a kid were disgusting vagrants, just so bottom of the earth, but you want to be them. You want to be there. So I mean, you're glutton for punishment. I mean, you're obviously there. You knew what they were like. I mean, you're dealing with money and gold and diamonds. Of course, it's a dirty business, man, and none of y'all like each other. You don't like that country. That country don't like his country. I mean, shout out to this fucking kid, man. Like, comes to this country in '93 in 11 years. Of course, though, hangs around the Diamond District. Starts meeting people, builds relationships. And builds himself up to be probably one of the best known jewelers, even in the hip hop gang. Yeah, there's like what Johnny Woo, but Trax NYC, a lot of people know he had I think 50 Cent even sued him. Yeah, they don't like that, you know. I'm half Jewish. I'm Muslim. You know, you're either in or out, man. No such thing as neutral. Facts. He knew what he meant. That's what he meant. They need to be beat down. Pause. You know what I mean? That's what he meant. He said, ah, shit, man. You got to have that media training, my guy. He said, ah, shit. Clip it. Clip it. Mm. He said, ah, shit. See, there's his store right there. TRAXNYC. Then I think he has a place up here. Or maybe it's up behind us. He bang cracked him one. No, look, he got it ready. He got it ready. Oh, bang. God damn. God damn. Oh, how mad. Clip it. Clip that. How mad does that have to get you? Oh, that gotta get you so mad. Definitely clip that. He wants to get him now. He's like, yo, look at your boy. Look at his face. He's like, oh no. He said, that Russian pissed. He said that Russian pissed. Bang. Absolutely. The best thing, right, is that chain, though. That chain not snapping. They tried to strangle me with that shit. Boom. Oh. Got him with one. Now it's on. Now it's on. Clip it. They must have had a cut when they recorded this, and they probably edited something out. Oh shit, you're banned. Assault. That's an assault joint. He said, get your shit and get out. You're banned. Clip it. This is like Russia on Middle Eastern, you know? You know, this is white on white crime. This is Russian on Middle Eastern crime, yo. Now this stuff all just happened, you know, and this over a $20,000 bill, you know. They're all in the same building. That looks so bad for Akai Jewelers. Another thing that looks bad for Akai Jewelers is that what they're selling a guy a 9-carat gold chain under false pretenses. That shit was on the complex under false pretenses, and you know, charge him $20,000. So, you know, TRAXNYC, you know, he made good on it. Yo. He said, shout out to the NYPD. I think there's more. So they're saying eviction's coming. He's saying, nah, you got to get out. Who the hell's going to get out? Trax or Akai? Let's check it out.
But what I'm saying is, if a guy does that to anybody, I would never do business with a guy like that. I don't know the guy. First time I'm learning about him, his name is George, and the brother Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So PBD, if you need some gold, I guess you're gonna go see Trax New York City. You're not gonna go to Akai. And already PBD's gonna give him a bad reference. Don't even know him. It's gonna hurt his business even more.
I would never do business with some. That has got to be the worst. And by the way, is that
getting an endorsement from Valuetainment like that? I would never do business with a guy like George Akai. Is crazy work. Clip it.
last guy that's being walked at the father?
I never did that in my fucking life. Yeah.
Is the last guy that walking
That's the father. That's the fucking father.
So that's the
Hitler
42-year-old brother.
mustache.
That's Fred.
Yeah.
And then that's the father.
Yeah.
Oh, the father got arrested too. Look at this guy. He's like, yo. It's like Iraqi news.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So
the
exchange.
Worst. The father's the one who raised his kids. Someone translate this shit to the father. So you.
She's. He said the father's the degenerate that raised these damn kids. Somebody should translate this shit to him.
You know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Someone translate this shit to the father so you know what the fuck to do.
Someone translate this shit to the father so he knows what the fuck to do, yo. Shout out. Now, this shit all just happened, you know, recently.
This kids. Someone translate this shit to the father so you know what the fuck to do.
Clip it.
Yeah. I mean, the spitting part is where it got to me. I'm like, too much out of control.
Yeah, bro.
That
PVD's like, yeah, like, oh shit. He was like, he gives him a bad, Pat Ben David, he said, I will never do business with Akai Jewelers, and then this guy says someone should translate this shit to the father so he knows what the fuck to do with his kids. Oh my God.
that's the ultimate insult.
Listen, I'm
Ultimate
paying
insult.
$40,000 a month just for the windows, plus more for my mezzanine. Okay, you're talking about I'm a tenant that's paying over close to $60,000 a month, right? Okay, $60,000 a
Mhm.
month, not a little amount of money. I ride.
So he's saying he's paying $60,000 a month. Now his spot is the window, so he must have all the frontage space. He must have prime spot.
An electric scooter to work, okay? Because I like to go through the traffic or whatever. A standing scooter, a fast one or whatever.
Literally, that's what you.
I mean, that's what in the summertime, that's what I do. Okay. Now I drive or whatever in the car because it's cold. But I like to ride in the summer because I like to get the exercise, from Queens or whatever. I just like it. Right. I don't need to impress anybody. I get there. I leave my scooter in front of my shop. It's mine, my shop, my window. He's telling me, you got to move it, this, that, doesn't like the way it looks here, there. It's my window, bro. I'm paying $60,000 a month. I can't leave my scooter out front, bro. You want to lose a tenant? I'm the tenant. I'm the one bringing the customers from around the world. I'm the creative person. You're the fucking bum saving every penny and not spending it since 1972 who still can't speak English. That's you.
Good.
I'm a person who's fucking building a business since 18 years old in a creative way, not fucking anybody over, not stealing anybody's ideas, hiring young, diverse fucking people, doing the right thing, bro. I'm putting a scooter up front. You're telling me what to do when your sons are stealing my customers, man. This is what you get. You know what I'm saying? People could have it correct for a long time in life and then shit catches up, right? You don't want to be like Diddy when you're 50 or whatever. You can have it all going well, money and all the sky dwellers you can imagine. And then your end looks like this. You got to do it correct, man. Come on, bro.
So talking about Diddy, I see some of the guys you've done business with over the years. Let me see if I see. Is that on the site?
Yeah.
These are all the people that
on the
have
homepage right there.
Go back to the homepage, Rob.
Did you experience inappropriate behavior from a bishop, church?
All right, hold up. Here we go. Then you got Mr. Beast up there, Paulie D. Paulie D. I actually know his cousin, his boy Cliff. Shout out to DJ Paulie D.
With us,
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, he's the best. I mean, Mr. Beast is another fucking level.
Tell me why.
Why?
Didn't you made the diamond the YouTube channel thing for him or something?
No,
like
I make the gold medals for his Olympics and all his other.
Oh, there it is, Mr. You make
and
the
he
gold medal.
wires over the money, man. And we're gonna do a video soon. He wires over the money for the gold, and he's not playing around. He gets the real gold. If he's saying he's giving out $100,000 worth of gold, he's giving out $100,000 worth of gold on a gold medal. And it's like 2 seconds in a video. For 2 seconds in a video, we make him a gold medal. Check this out. He bought a $100,000 gold medal. He bought a $100,000 gold medal. He used it for the video. The customer didn't want the gold medal, so they gave the customer the $100,000. I got the gold medal back, and now the gold medal, since the gold price went up, is now $130,000. So I got an extra $30,000 out of it, bro. So that's Mr. Beast, bro. That's a different level, man. A bunch of people.
Easy to deal with.
The best. Listen, bro, this is the best that America has to offer.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's the best America has to offer.
So let me ask you, out of all the people you do business with, who is tough to get payments of? Is it athletes? Is it NBA?
Listen,
is it MLB? Is it rappers?
nothing. Well, hold on. There's nothing worse than the rap culture or the rap client. I don't give a fuck. Okay, if you're a rapper and you don't want to do business or you don't do this, take your money and shove it up your fucking ass, straight out. Okay, I don't need to be told. They like to get ripped off. They like to get duped. I'm not into duping business. The athletes are great. Business people are the best, right? You're the best client anybody could want because you're smart and you have money. You know, this is what you want. You want to buy a motorcycle. You want to buy some shit. You wire the money. You want your product. Good night. Goodbye. They want to be told. They want to be this VVS. They want to go They want to pull up to the shop with 50 extra people. One of them who wants to steal. One of them. It's the hood mentality. That's just really what it is. Now, that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of rap. Kodak Black, Boss Mandilo hit me up. Bobby Shmurda hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I love Boss Mandilo. That's my favorite rapper right now. Him, Kodak, and whatever. So I love it. And Young M.A. was a great rapper. Cardi B, great. So I don't want to shit on him completely, you know, but I'm not going to hold back because I'm not here to, and they understand that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it. And that's why they always end up broke.
Rappers?
Yes. They're stealing, you know, Busta Rhymes, another great client of mine.
I mean, he's right, because you look at how many rappers, you know, they buy the gold, the cars, and then before you know it, you got some tax evasion shit. They busted, they broke. It's just, it's wild.
They're stealing. They don't know how to manage their money, and their money's getting siphoned off, and they don't even know it. And then the person that's telling them what's up is the enemy. The person that's giving them the bad news is the enemy. It's the mentality. And I'm not with that mentality. I'm just not with it. I don't give a shit, man. I want to sell on TRAXNYC.com. I want to do my own thing. You need me. I don't need you. You want an honest person to do business? John Jones is my boy. You know what I'm saying? The UFC fighter. Yeah, he is the best. After the UFC fight, he pulled up. After the fight where he...
In Madison Square in New York?
Yeah, in Madison Square where Trump was at and Elon Musk and everybody. He came the next.
I mean, absolutely. A lot of rappers, they get these big advances and they just think it's a never ending paycheck, but they don't realize that all the friggin' advances, all it is, it's a loan. You know, it's a loan that has to be paid back. The studio time has to be paid back. You know, so a lot of artists just blow the advance on cars, on jewelry. You know, you heard them, the 50 friggin' people that they got to bring with them. You know, knowing that the damn tax man is coming. You know, they want to give that image of wealth.
Day. And Kodak was the man. But, you know, Kodak, you're waiting for him for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours to pull up. You know, waiting in his lobby of his hotel. He's upstairs. Kodak, it was funny, bro.
What does it really take?
Well, absolutely, man. Rappers definitely go broke fast. You know, who was it? MC Hammer had 200 employees while we wait for this shit to play out. Yeah, MC Hammer, 200 friggin' employees. Incredible.
I start talking to his crew. I'm having a good time. And, you know, I just glance into his room. He's sitting in the dark. You know, he's got these big eyes. He's sitting in the dark and he's just blinking, looking at me, brushing his hair like this. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in his room. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But that's a fun experience. Kodak is fun, but he's on his own time.
Kodak's on his own time.
Kodak is on his own time.
Who else have you done? You did stuff with, is it not Diddy, but you did stuff with 50 or you did stuff with...
Well, with him, I can't even mention his name, as it turns out, because we got
Diddy?
The other dude.
Oh, okay.
Money by Monday, I think I could call him.
You can't mention his name.
I used his image or something like that, and you know, he's not one to play with either. Let's just put it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
But you respect that?
Yeah, I respect it. I mean, it was fair. I did what I did.
He got sued by 50 Cent. He can't even mention 50 Cent's name. You can't even mention his name. Let me see. Trax. And you see what he says.
Because I wanted a little attention from him, and I wanted to do a little something. And he was fair. But he was not playing around. It was a money by Monday situation. But that's what I wanted. That's what
He said money by Monday, yo. 50 Cent sued the New York jeweler TRAXNYC, misappropriating his name and image to promote jewelry he wasn't affiliated with. 50 Cent said money by Monday. That's funny. The lawsuit, according to Hip Hop, the lawsuit was dismissed for most defendants, meaning the case largely ended.
I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't react to 50 or whatever like I did to these guys because what I owe, I pay. So that's it.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
It wasn't that much. It was nothing near that.
But he started with that, and then you settle with it.
Yeah, no, he came with a donation to his charity, and
Respect.
Fees. Very respectful, man. Fair, but he is another man that is calculated and intelligent. Okay, this is a calculated, intelligent person. Okay, there's something that a man is.
Clip
all
it.
right, and he understands these rules, these subtle rules of between me and you, me and this guy, how to behave, not to overcross any lines. And even if I overcross a line, you are not going to react right away. You're just going to take note that this person is off, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how a man acts in this world. And it's a shame in the hip hop world how they disrespect one another, baby mamas and this and that, and they just love to disrespect. And then people get, from the documentary, nothing hurts more than to find out that Tupac got killed, over that jealousy. That's what it was portrayed to be, allegedly, or it seems, you know what I'm saying? Because of
talking about Diddy and
Diddy, being the hater that he was. Sneaky. He's another sneaky one. You know what I'm saying? He's another sneaky one. That's what it seemed like from the documentary. Oh, so I'm love, but really he's this and he's that. Now he could be something else. I don't really know, but that's neither here nor there. But to see these people die because of the stupid bullshit, to miss out on these talents like Biggie, it's sad.
Biggie and Tupac, both of those guys.
Yeah, both of those.
They should have been here right now.
That would be it would be unimaginable.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
incomprehensible.
I totally agree. By the way, stay on that because that's interesting what you just said. It's both of those guys.
Yeah, on these talents, like people die. That now he could be. Oh, so I'm love. That's what it seemed like from the documentary. Oh, so I'm love, but really he's this and he's that. Now he could be something else. I don't really know, but that's neither here nor there. But to see these people die because of the stupid bullshit, to
See, every time you hear about them talking Tupac, Biggie, Heavy D, Kim Porter, I mean, you talk P. Diddy and just people just start disappearing.
Miss out on these talents like Biggie. It's sad.
Biggie and Tupac, both of those guys.
Yeah, both of those.
They should have been here right now.
That would be.
Yeah, he made Biggie pay for his own damn funeral. What's up with that?
It would be unimaginable.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
incomprehensible.
I totally agree. By the way, stay on that because that's interesting what you just said. Because you said one is sneaky, one is a businessman. So you said 50's a businessman. He's a man's man, and Diddy is a little bit more on the sneaky side. But you said there's some rules and codes.
Right.
To be in that world, in the jewelry world, doing business with all these guys, you have to know the power plays, right? You have to know the human nature side.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit on that.
Yeah, listen, the jewelry business is a small community, okay? I might have to, when I pick up a kilogram of gold, 2 kilograms of gold, I go, I take it, and I leave. Okay, somebody writes the bill, and my accountant pays it or whatever, or we work it out later. It's trust. The jewelry business is a trust game, okay? That's why it started by a Jewish community in the Diamond District, okay? Because they know that when I give you this diamond, and you have the client for $500,000. I have the diamond for 400,000. Okay. I got it in the rough. I got it for 200. I cut it myself. Now I got it at 400. Okay. So I'm ready to make them up, but I don't have the customer. You got the customer. I hand you the stone. You go sell it. Bring me the money. You don't go sell it and pocket it and run off like a drug addict, with running off on the plug, because we're in the same Jewish community. I could trust you, and we could do this and we could do that. And that's how that business started. It's built off of trust. There's no time to sign an agreement and get your affidavit, bro. You need the stone, the customers in the store, go. Okay. That's the jewelry business. The hip hop.
See the trust they had? It's kind of like, it's like a lot of businesses were back then, hand-to-hand businesses, whatever you were dealing with. It was on trust. You don't have time for that. But a lot of people are probably going to get burnt. A lot of people are getting beat. You give somebody a stone. But I bet them Jews down there, they don't play around when it comes to their gold and diamonds. I bet you'll think twice.
Business, and every other business has its own rules, its own thing. Silicon Valley, their contracts are this long or whatever. Okay. Warren Buffett, he doesn't do crazy contracts. He knows who to do business with. He's also runs on trust or did, on whatever it is. So that's really what it is. You can't get a good deal like Warren Buffett says with a bad person. Forget it. Don't waste your time. You're wasting your time with a disgusting person, and that's that. Just like I struggled with these Akai brothers, man.
Stay on this with the Jews. So the Jewish trust. What is the code? Because you hear I had a guy back in the days was in the dealership business in LA. His name was David.
Right.
And first time I saw $6 million in cash. I was 21 years old, 23. Whatever. He had like $1 million in cash.
Right.
And I said, "What is it with you guys always having money?" Right. He says, in the Jewish code, when one Jew makes money, 5 Jews make money. We make money together. Right. We're not worried about, trying to only one person makes it, and, we don't want to.
Well,
so listen, this is what he said. And they said they keep making business. Yeah. Well, is there a code on why Jews do business together and they win together?
Yeah. The code is don't steal like a petty thief. That's the actual code, whatever anybody tells you. Okay.
Ooh,
don't steal like a petty thief.
Like a petty
okay. But when the
thief,
numbers get bigger, the temptation gets greater. All the time in the diamond district, brothers turn on another brother.
Brothers.
Yes. They can't split the pie. They make the pie and then they can't decide it. It's always, but I did more work. But I should have this. But you didn't do that. You took more vacations. You spent more. So I should have this and I should have. They can't split the pie. And they turn on one another. And sometimes they get lawyers involved. They can't do Thanksgiving dinner or Shabbat together or whatever it is. But it's not to be a petty thief to run away. One, probably because there's nowhere to run to, living in the same neighborhood and going to the same synagogue. Community, okay? It's just the Jews have a actual community where, to be a thief, you're going to be ostracized. So you're not going to be a petty thief. So when you don't have that you could transact quicker. Trust enables transaction. That's what the people in the Middle East and other places in the world need to understand. Okay. Or I do business in Africa or whatever it might be. You have to understand the value of trust to transact. That doesn't delay, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to this? If I'm going to buy something on PBD, I know I'm going to get it. That's what a brand is. Brand is a trust. I trust that when I spend $10 at McDonald's, I'm going to get a burger. I know what it's going to be. All right. So that's just really what it is. And that's just what it is in the Jewish community, in the jewelry business. Somebody comes in there that's not Jewish. All right. And they're not from the community, and even though for me, I had to pay millions of dollars in cash up front before I got anything. Okay. But I was all with it.
What do you mean by that?
Before I was able to get any trust at all or anything, my first action was like, I need the cash. Like I need, give me. I built my credit up. Okay. If somebody comes in and they want something, and you have to write them a memo, you're wondering if you're ever going to see them again. They might be tempted because they're stupid to run off with $5,000, $10,000. And
who the worst people to do business with that you've said I'll never do business with them ever again?
No, I don't.
Is there anybody or not?
No, of course not. I mean, people surprise you. You never judge a person by what they look like ever. All right, because it will surprise you and show who they are capable of. All right, and sometimes you might have a bad experience with a group or this or that, or you might have a great experience with a group and then the reverse happens or whatever. So there is no set rule for that, you know, and that's by the grace of God.
But that's a rule, right? It's also a rule that somebody could be, the good can be bad, bad can be at times in you.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. The average person, say the average person sees a video like this and they see going back and forth where, hey, this is 9 carats and he sold it to you at 14 carats, right?
Yeah.
What can the average, because it doesn't increase the level of trust. Right now, gold has gone up. I don't know what the numbers are right now, $4,300, $4,400.
Yeah.
I bought a handful of,
Oh man.
Look at that. Yeah.
They're not.
No, they're not playing around right now. So it's a good time to be in a business, but person, what
Doesn't
can
make it
the
easier
average
to sell,
person do to not get ripped off?
What the average person to do to not get ripped off? Well, you know, you got to learn. First, you got to deal with trustworthy people, and then you got to test it. Gold is not that hard to test, but really,
Oh man. Yeah, hold up. Jesus. Yeah. I X out of the wrong damn one. I seen the price of gold and everything fell. $4,000. God damn. Oh,
Nothing. If you're age 45 to
around and test it. Is this Rolex a real Rolex? Is it missing links? Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that?
Why not?
Because man, you're here to have a positive transactional experience. If I'm buying a motorcycle from Ducati or I just bought a Lamborghini, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to look under the fucking hood. I don't want to pop open the engine and check the valves and see whatever it is.
The difference is that's a Lambo. That's Ducati.
Yeah.
If I'm buying gold from a guy I don't know,
then don't buy it from him. Buy from TRAXNYC.
well, give me some red flags still. Like, think about for buying. Like, if somebody were to tell me, you know, hey, I want to find an accountant.
Right.
I'm doing $40 million a year. Who should I hire as an accountant? I would give you what things to look out for.
Right.
Who would you say, like, avoid doing business when buying jewelry when there's these 2-3 things?
I don't think off the top of my head, but what do you mean if you have an accountant? What do you mean by that?
No. If you're asking me, say you're doing $40 million a year, you said, Pat, what do I look for in an accountant?
Right.
I could tell you a couple things.
What do you look for?
On what to look for.
What do you look for?
I would say don't go with an individual guys that's independent. Go with a bigger firm.
Right.
Even if it's a top 50 regional firm.
I wouldn't agree with that, no.
Go with a 50 regional firm. And the reason for it is this, because if a guy walks,
right,
and back in the days, there was a guy named Brian at Bally's that everybody did their taxes with him.
Yeah.
3 years later, 50 people got audited.
Right.
Everybody went to Brian.
Disappeared.
And Brian's like, well, guys, listen, I'm not in the business anymore. But if you're with somebody with a name, that name is worth losing credibility. Okay. So even if he walks, the firm still has to hold themselves accountable.
Sure, maybe they do. Or maybe they
they absolutely do. Yeah, you're dealing with a number like that. So to me, buying from someone, you're in the space, are there any red flags?
Are there any red flags?
Buying jewelry, buying gold, buying diamonds.
Yes. Well, you know, for me, when I walk in the room and I get irritated by a person or they don't respond, I already get turned off, and that's it. I don't really even look for flags. It's just that if you don't say hello properly, if you don't have the dignity to say, hey, how are you? Then you're a piece of shit, and I don't want to have anything to do with you, okay? If you tell me one thing, you know what I'm saying? You're wearing a blue suit. No, it's light blue. Any deviation of anything, you're done to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to argue over basic facts and all that. So that's what it is for me. Okay, but for the average consumer, the only thing if you're buying something and you feel like you're getting a deal from a small vendor, you could get it tested, and that's that. And you could have to get a refund if you have to get a refund. But there's a reason why there's brands, because small vendors, have to build a reputation that's very, very difficult. Okay, so and that takes a lot of time. If you're a small vendor, like I was, and you're overlooked, you could attract customers by lowering your prices and doing a personal business. You know what I'm saying? And saying, hey, I got you. Don't worry, man. Here's my personal phone number. Call me anytime. And now that I'm a bigger business, people want to buy from me. They can't call me up. You can't call me up because I'm busy. Or you could connect me or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I'm busy. So you could book me on my neck. That's pretty much it. But if you're a small vendor, you have the advantage of doing personal business. There's advantages and disadvantages, being small, being large.
Advantages and disadvantages of being small.
Anyway,
large.
listen, I got a little gift for you. You like gold chains? You look like a gold chain guy.
I have it right now.
Okay, you have one right now.
Yes.
Well, I got you a link. All right, this is not some bullshit. Okay, this is a 14 karat gold link, and I'm going to be remiss to lose it. But if there's ever a person to have it, I think it's you. So can I put it on?
Of course.
Let me put it on real quick.
Of course. Oh man.
Right.
The worst state to live in right now is Rhode Island, and nobody's talking about it. I've spent 30 years in the insurance industry. What I'm about to tell you will explain why Rhode Island pays more for cars.
Now is Rhode Island.
This is a beautiful link. Whatever.
So we're going to have to wait and see what happens at the jewelry district, because one of them is probably going to have to go. I mean, this dude's paying 60 G's a month on the rent. So he got window space. He's got space upstairs, bringing in some money. But yeah, I need to get the YouTube subscribers. So go over to YouTube. Soon we're going to talk about a lot of the Karen Reed shit, a lot of the division stuff. I heard Chris Albert say something about, his people talking about the Mikey Crawfords, the stuff going on with the JFK, the more it divides them, the better for them. I mean, I don't think so. I think that Karen is going to have her supporters and so on. I mean, with Aiden kind of digs his own hole, and you can't expect anybody to follow what anyone else is going to say. I mean, I only got 280 subscribers, so, starting fresh all over again. So, what do I know?
But it's also good to strangle motherfucker.
Live.
I feel good. I know.
No, not.
Yeah, that's a beautiful link.
Sick.
Yeah, I thought it
It's
would
heavy.
be.
I feel. And by the way, that's. Would you say that's a little bit of our hospitality, the Middle Eastern hospitality that we have, where, we're in the giving. Of course, we like to make money. Of course, we're paranoid sometimes, and we're careful who we want to do business with. Do you think that's a part of our nature to also want to make sure other people are happy with our service?
Yeah. That's listen. Every culture has a better nature and a worse nature, and that's definitely the warmth. Like last time I was in Azerbaijan, or when you go to Turkey, or you go whatever, the warmth that people receive you in person is nothing like anywhere else in the world. Okay, they really welcome you when you're on their territory and you are vulnerable. That's when they treat you the best.
I agree. I agree. You know, in the Russian culture, I was talking to you about the Baku family, Azerbaijan family earlier.
Right.
One time, she invites us to a wedding. I take my dad with me.
Right.
I don't think I've told this story. It's not a big story, but it's my dad's going to crack up.
Right.
We go to this place in Glendale.
Right.
Okay, it's right across the street from, I don't know if that's John Marshall or John Muir, whatever that school is. It's a little Armenian hall right next to the old Albertsons, I think it was, or Vons, whatever it was. And then we're sitting at a table. My dad, used to drink a lot, but he stopped drinking. So this Russian man is like, listen, here, Gabriel, mat vodka, mat khapi, mat khapi. So my dad hits one. It's the second one. At this point, if you say no, he keeps saying, I'm offended if you keep saying no.
Right, yeah. That's
12 shots later, my dad is sitting there saying, listen, if we say he's going to kill me, we have to leave.
Yeah.
So he says to me, we got to leave. We get in the car. I don't know how to drive. I said, Dad, I can't even drive. I'm pulling over.
Right.
Because it was so bad. But that's the one thing where they
don't force you to drink in Middle Eastern culture, but in Russian culture, that's the thing.
In Russian culture, it's an insult if you don't take a shot if they offer it to you.
They pressure you. It's not really an insult. They pressure you.
Pressure is an understatement. They almost put a chain around me and try to choke me, saying you better take a shot like Trax did. It's like, hey, take the shot right now or else I'm offended by it. But no, by the way, were you in that movie with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, Uncut Gems.
You were in, what was it called? It's
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, I was watching it. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that Trax? So which scene was it that you were in? You were...
Yeah, I'm in a couple of scenes. I'm in the beginning of the movie. I'm on the phone with him. But when he's receiving the opal, I'm in that scene. All right.
How was that experience?
The Ashkenazi boys, the Safdie boys. That was an amazing experience. I mean, the Safdie brothers did the movie, and they were looking for this part when he's receiving the opal. With Garnett. I was there with Garnett the whole day. Shout out to him. And they were looking for this part, and I have to give this speech while he's getting this opal. And they didn't really know what to do with that because, he's opening up a fish or something like that. So I start ranting, kind of like I like to do. And they loved it. And they got me for the movie. And we shot that scene all day. It was just me and Adam Sandler that whole day, for the most part, shooting that scene. And, he's an amazing guy. Amazing. He was making me laugh. He was, doing all sorts of stuff. I mean, that's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, man. Being on a movie.
Especially a movie that has to do with your business.
Yes.
I mean, that's like the ultimate. And with a guy like Adam Sandler.
The crazy part is, like, I finally I'm doing a movie. I'm out of the Diamond District. I've been in the Diamond District doing bullshit the whole time. I go to the sound stage in Long Island, and they recreate a whole Diamond Exchange booth. I get behind the counter because I'm playing a jeweler. Some of the actors, the security in the movie, Lakeith or Kevin Garnett, they're asking me about watches. They're asking me about shit. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm acting. You know what I'm saying? While we're on a break, they're like, all right, well, how much is this watch? I'm like, this isn't even a real. This is props. This is not jewelry. I'm not selling anything here. It was weird. It was a very weird experience, man.
Adam Sandler, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah,
interesting. And when you're watching him and he's
Julia
acting,
Fox,
you're acting. What was it like when you said, damn, this guy's a pro? Did you see anything where you're like, he's a pro? Was it kind of like, that's it? That's all we did?
He's a businessman, Adam Sandler. Okay. He's an entertainer, but he's not a Holly. He knows that he's just a mortal human being. He's there to do his movies and make his money. He's a smart man. Okay. And someone else might
He's made a few $100 million.
Well, why do you think that is?
I think he's an extremely likable guy and people trust him.
He's easy to work with, super easy to work with. So that's why he gets the business. They're like, I can have this guy, but it's going to be a headache and he wants this and all these pretenses and all this other. And with Adam Sandler, it's like, boom, let's go.
How did they reach out to you? Did they reach out to you or you reached out to them?
There was a, A1 Studios. I don't know A24, whatever it is, studios. They had a casting system and they were looking for me, and because my feud with Tekashi at that time, I came up and they had me do what's it called, the casting.
What was that like? For a guy who's not an actor, what was it like?
It was easy because after what I went through in the Diamond District, screaming about money they owe or whatever it was nothing. And for especially to be in a movie to build up my brand, it was nothing. It was a cakewalk. What I went through in the Diamond District is something that is extraordinarily bitter, and I lost many years of my life struggling with these animals until I turned into what you saw.
Did this bring business? Did this bring notoriety? Did this bring people coming to you? Or
Yeah.
what did this do for you?
This got the ball rolling. All of my YouTube shorts and all my other stuff got the ball rolling. All these events got the ball rolling. It's all tactics. It's all whatever. Right now I get a lot of attention, but from whatever happened or so on and so forth. And I got beefing with these guys. Saying Akai and these guys, they called up and they're like, somebody in the some go-between, another whatever. I'm not even gonna hurt his feelings. He calls me up. He's like, yo, let's make peace. We're all on the same. We're not on the same fucking block. We're not all this and that. These guys have been playing with me this whole time, bro. What peace? You spit in my face. You strangle me. Once you fucking strangle me, what peace we gonna make, bro? If I was really holding your fucking chain, and I'm still feeling this. If I was really holding you and trying to strangle you for like 30 seconds, bro, am I going to come back into your studio and make peace?
No.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I spit in your fucking face.
I'm just wondering how the hell you guys going to coexist.
You're not going to fucking coexist. I'm going to go to war every day. I'm not here to coexist with
right across from you.
Let's go to war every day. Cross. Let me curse out your fucking family every day.
Every day.
Every goddamn day, bro.
Build a website you love with Wix.
Let me curse out your family every day.
For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough.
Every day. Until people get bored of that shit, bro. Or revile you motherfuckers, bro.
Babe, what are you doing today? I'm just going to work. How was your day? Hey, babe, went after George. They should have. Is there a live camera for people to see?
First, I gotta sue them, man. Huh?
Is there a camera for people to see?
There will be. Whatever there has to be.
That's
got
to be documented. People would be tuning in.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If these fucking idiots are smart, they're gonna fuck right off. Good night and goodbye, bro. Empty your safe. Get the fuck out of there. And if the landlords, the actual landlords, the Baharian family, have some sense, they'll throw them the fuck out of there. That's it. They shouldn't have never been there to begin with. Sold half the exchange to some fucking idiots. For what?
How much would the exchange sell for?
I don't know. 20 million, mortgage.
So they have real money.
Half the exchange.
So these George and Fred have money.
Yeah, man. They're greedy animals, bro. They have a different store. They fucking hid their money. George and Freddie, you didn't pay your fucking taxes, you greedy bastards. You fucking hid that shit. You siphoned it off from the government, the U.S. government, you fucking dumb motherfuckers, bro. Go pay your fucking taxes and pay me, you fucking idiots, bro. Until we turn that fucking leaf over and take a look in there.
Oh, shit.
George and Freddie, you didn't pay your fucking taxes, you greedy bastards. You fucking hid that shit. You siphoned it off from the government, the U.S. government, you fucking dumb motherfuckers, bro. Go pay your fucking taxes and pay me, you fucking idiots, bro. Until we turn that fucking leaf over and take a look in there, what you've been fucking doing. Paying your sales tax, you stupid motherfucker, bro. No, I'm not playing around with them, bro. They fucking... Yo, bro, you have never met greedier people in your life, and you've met some, I'm sure. These people, you could produce some greedy people in this world, and they could come from any culture, anywhere. Hypocrites could come from anywhere. Okay, like Fauci, who's just telling you this is good for you and this and vaccine. You know what I'm saying? And you're watching that on TV across the whole country, and you just can't believe what you're seeing. These people are on that level. They hid their money. They had enough to do whatever they had to do. They hid their money. I don't know what they did. Okay. And they need to be turned upside down. They're with their pockets like rabbit ears. Kleenex for the kids' tears, like a Biggie used to say. Okay. They need to have their whole shit looked at and fucked with because they are ruthless. And, I even hear they had a different exchange and they ran it into the ground. the father would go on vacation and close the entire exchange. I'm on vacation, so you have to fucking suffer. Lording over people, you know what I'm saying? And instead of having grace
in New York,
in New Jersey, instead of having grace that you are in a position of power to be a beautiful person, because he was probably treated like shit. It's my turn to treat you like shit. It's my turn, you know what I'm saying, to do something disgusting to you or to treat people like garbage. No, fuck you.
Yeah, I think this is just the beginning. It's going to be interesting what happens next. By the way, you said Tekashi. What happened with Tekashi?
Tekashi, you know, when he was a Treyway gangster, so on and so forth, whatever. I don't really even want to talk about this kid. That was back in the day. But Aiden Ross, he's doing some fighting shit. So I said, Aiden, we could fight. He doesn't want to fight. Yeah, me and him. Or you want to get in the business, you got to fight, baby. Or Tekashi, you know what I'm saying? He could fight. Now Tekashi's going to go inside for I don't want to, you know, go back and forth with the kid. You know what I'm saying? But
did you ever make something for Tekashi?
Yeah, I did business. I knew him in the beginning. I was at their house. I was doing all sorts of shit over there when I first started, before I even did Uncut Gems. I don't even remember what year it was. But if they want to fight, you know what I'm saying? I've had a couple of fights. I'll fight Tekashi or I'll fight Aiden.
Who'd you fight? You fought who?
I fought Nico, and I fought my MMA. I fought
who?
My employee that ripped off or whatever. This is my fight over here, but my MMA fight is right in the thumbnail. Is my better fight.
You and Nico fought?
Yeah, me and Nico fought. That's the Nico fight. But go down, click that one. Click straight like in the middle of the video, and you guys got to get paid YouTube up in here, baby.
Rob, what are you doing, Rob?
All right, so click it right in the middle. It's right in the middle of the beef.
You're doing UFC with? He's UFC? He's a MMA guy?
Nah, he is. Well, listen, he pretended he was. He's a piece of shit, is what he is. Yeah. So, I mean, there was a So it's a long fight. This isn't the best part of it, obviously. But it's okay. It's all a fight. He tries to choke me out, but he fails.
Now, let me ask you, pause this real quick.
Yeah.
Trax, who were you in high school? 14, 15. Who were you in high school?
Just a confused, awkward guy.
No, really?
That's what I was.
Were you fighting? Were you getting in trouble? Were you?
I mean, I would have a temper. I would have whatever, but you know.
Did have a temper?
Yeah.
You've always had this temper?
Yes.
Who is mom and dad? You have one of their personalities or no?
You know, my dad was a homicide detective in Azerbaijan.
It's a peaceful job.
Yeah. So he was a tough guy, and that rubbed off. You know, he's stepping over bodies coming home. So that rubbed off a little bit.
Clients are pulling firms in opposite directions these days when it comes to AI. But the answer isn't to pick a side. It's to remove the uncertainty.
My mom is nothing like that. She has no temper whatsoever. But, you know, that made me hard, bro. That just made me tough. And
did you get into a lot of fights in school?
A few, not that many. You know what I'm saying? But it was I'm a very, you know, peaceful guy. It's if there's a misunderstanding, I might, you know, lose my cool. But
you know what the Joseph guy said?
It's only the money that's really
the Joseph guy we're talking about. He said one time he sneezed near you or something like that. And he said he lost his mind.
Yeah. Listen, dude, this dude would have he used to call it a snot bomb. I don't know what was wrong with him, bro. He would fucking.
We have a girl like that in the office like that. Shout out to Mickey Rob. When Mickey sneezes, the building shakes.
Yeah, no, that's not this. There was like a smell that would permeate something.
Oh,
it was like
got
this disgusting smell. And I would be like, what the fuck, bro? It would freak me out. But yeah, whatever, man. I mean, this guy's remembering shit from 20 years ago, 21 years ago, and still talking about it. And he's like, I started you, yeah, taking credit for my. It's like, imagine somebody from 20 years ago. I started you.
Plenty of them do though. And I told him that. I said, listen,
is, bro.
You know what it is when
he
I
gets
get
a shout
messages
out,
like that. When I get messages like that, it's kind of like you know that that person said they started you. That person said without them, without this. And by the way,
and that's true to some degree.
You know, for you know, you give some names. Brian, there's a lot of names of guys that impacted on John, Jamie. There's a lot of guys that I can give on business that helped out on a big way.
Right.
But when they say without me, you wouldn't be anybody, that's where you kind of sit there and say, come on, man, just pump the brakes a little bit. If it was that much greater, you would be much bigger. And by the way, I don't mind. It's a part of the history that they have as well to say, I knew Trax when ... You know, you're talking about you had a $5 million December.
Mm-hmm.
You had a $40 million year.
Yeah.
What do you project doing in 2026?
I don't know. More, I guess. So maybe 20% more.
20% more. So you're gonna hit 50.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, that's a good sales, but you know, it's all about the profit margin. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a couple $1 million a year. And that's it.
What product will you never sell that you used to sell? You talk about the 10 karat chains that you don't do because it breaks a lot. What will you no longer sell that you used to sell?
Nothing in particular. Nothing super cheap, because super cheap shit attracts, you know, the people that expect the most from the least. All right. The luxury business is the only business that where you raise your price and you sell more. It becomes more desirable, more inaccessible, like Chrome Hearts. It raises, you know, keychain, 5,000. This one's 10,000.
What's the biggest product you ever sold? Most expensive product you ever sold?
I think it would be a diamond, man. You know, like 600,000 or something like that.
600,000.
Yeah, something like that. Stones, solitaire stones would be.
So you're not in the watch business?
Oh, the watches, yeah, absolutely.
Will you sell the Patek? Will you sell the bigger watches?
Yeah, of course.
You will sell the bigger watches.
Yeah, we sold skeletons. We sold this. We sold that. But you know, the jewelry business is a. Listen, if you want to understand the jewelry business, it's an inventory business. If you buy the right inventory, you make 10% on your inventory easily. Okay, so 15%, let's say. So if you have $100 million worth of watches,
$10 million,
you can make $10-15 million a month every month. That's it. You have the watches, so they got to buy it from you.
Who do you guys buy it from to get it at a discount? Is
the
it just
best
regular?
way to buy, shout out to Moses, okay, this is you know, another jeweler. The best way to buy is to buy from the customer, because when they get 80% of their money, they feel happy. They're like, you know, especially when the prices go up at the dollar and shit. So, you know, they buy a watch for $100,000 and they wear it for 2 years and then they sell it for 75. They're happy. And then you could resell that watch and maybe it's now 110 worth and you resell it for 95.
20K.
The next customer is happy too, but you just make $20,000. So that's the way to buy, is from the consumer. That's why if you want to sell your watches, you go to 64 West.
Go to 64 West or Manek Trax.
Or Manek Trax.
M-A-K.
Especially Manek.
By the way, you know Roman Sharf?
Of course. That's my boy. I was speaking to him. I'm going to dinner with him Wednesday. He's an amazing person, man.
Yeah. So Roman.
This is the best guy.
Roman comes on. We do a podcast together. We put Roman's phone number, not phone number. What do you call it? Manek out there. He ends up doing 300 Maneks.
Right.
And he tells me, he says, Pat, I've sold $1 million of watches on Manek.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding.
No, of course.
The deals and the business that he done. Roman's a good guy. Roman's, I bought a couple pieces from Roman. I just recently bought a big piece from Roman.
Forget everybody else, man. Just go to Roman.
Yeah, Roman's a good guy. So interesting. So you guys collaborate? You guys do deals together? Or is it
friends.
Separately? Just
We're friends. He helps me out and he does something for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But the friendship is there. I enjoy his company. He's such a supportive person, bro. This is the opposite of the fucking Akai people, right? You know, life can hand you death in one hand, life in the other.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the opposite. This is a guy who's giving, who's caring, who's a really amazing, just a pleasant person.
Good father as well. He's got a. Yeah, is that in your plans anytime soon? Or?
Yes, it is in my plans, and I have to get going on that ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I want to get. Luckily, you know, I'm 39 years old. But, you know, I have good genes. My grandmother was 101 when she passed.
So you got a lot of living to do.
I got living to do, but I don't want to be, you know, too old. So, but everything comes in its own time. You know what I'm saying? I just got the Lambo that I really, really like.
Which
Perfect
one?
color.
What is it?
It's a Huracan Storado. Okay. It's an off-road Lambo. I'm the only one in a Lambo in New York City. Okay. Yeah, that's that first click. You click that first video right there. That's it right there. So this is me running over gold with my old car, and then I melt down that gold because
with my Audi
just a
SQ5
minute.
so I could crush it and fit it into the Crucible. There's an important business
These
reason for
videos
that.
are
Once
so
we pour it
interesting.
out into the brand new bar, I bring it over to Moses. How's the Ferrari? More important question. I'm sick and tired of seeing his Ferrari in front of my shop. So guess what? I'm gonna melt the bar into a Lamborghini gold bar. I take the Lambo bar and I cash it in with Isaac, and then I get this. Because I've been taking care of my business
Good
for
for
21 years, now my business
Clean.
is taking care
Clean
of
as
me.
fuck,
With some
man.
smart
Clean.
choices, I was
That's
able
a
to
smart
take some
choice
gold
right there.
scraps and get this Lamborghini. And guess what? If you see one flying through the city with money coming out the window, it's TRAXNYC.com.
Yeah.
See, okay.
I'm
So
rolling.
this
Everything comes in its own time. The Lambo came in its own time.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be on your podcast. That came in its own time. Wife's going to come in its own time. Kids are going to come
good
in their
for
own
you.
time.
Yeah, you have
Just
that.
stick close to God. That's really the plan. Bro.
Yeah, Rob, can you do me a favor? Go type in on YouTube and just type in Trax, and then go to is that his channel? Go on his channel, go on Shorts, okay, go on Popular, okay, go to the first one, guys. 200.
Well, I can feel the feeling of somebody.
And 5 million views, 7 million likes. Let's see what he does in this video here. Go for
We
it.
use this gold to work for our business. We're going to turn these scraps into a powerful business move as soon as they go on fire, along with this Rolex, which we're going to roast like a marshmallow. Don't worry, it's just a fake Rolex. It's all going to make sense as soon as we pour out this bar and throw that fake Rolex right in there. Did that ruin the bar along with this band? Let's find out. When we flip it over, it looks like absolute garbage up until you start hitting it with the hammer and reveal the bar. The Rolex is stuck, but we're going to remove that, scrub the bar, and we have a 4,000 pennyweight piece of gold that we're going to join with its bigger brother in the safe. Gold does not belong in the safe hiding from the light. It's better put to business. That's why we cash it in for $447,000 and then begin making watch deals all over the Diamond District to add $447,000 worth of Rolexes in our shop, and that's business. I'm going to show you how we use.
So gold scraps, man.
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you come up with these ideas? And why do you think there's so much interest? 205 million people watch this video, got 7 million likes.
Right.
Why are people interested in videos like this that you make?
I keep their attention from the first frame, okay? And what did Mr. B say? If you're driving down the road and you see a cow and you've seen them all the time, especially if you're in the Midwest, you don't say nothing. But if you see a purple cow, you go, oh, purple cow. You know, it's when you haven't seen something before and you see it for the first time. So it's the first time usually people are seeing gold melted, gold cashed in, and business being done all in 1 minute. So I just want to show people something I see that they don't see and teach them something. You know, after that 1 minute, you're a little bit smarter than you were than the minute before. And that's what it is. It's valuetainment.
It's valuetainment. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
It's value. So congrats on the Lambo. That was a good looking Lambo.
Yeah, that shit is great.
So Moses, is he down the street from you guys? Is he?
Yes.
I saw the other day. It's funny that the moment your video went viral, Complex, I think, put a list of
jewelers,
20 most popular jewelers or whatever it was.
Yeah, Complex. Shout out to them.
Yeah. Do you have that list, Rob? I don't know if we even talked about it, but I saw this, I think 4 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that they posted on there. I think it's that one right there. See if it's that one, Instagram or one of the two. Is that it? Go next, Rob. Keep going.
This is the older one when they didn't love me
just
that
did a
much.
New one. They literally just did a new one.
Yeah. That's 39 weeks ago.
Yeah, they just did
me.
one.
Now they're putting up all my videos over there. I'm living on Complex over there.
Yeah, they
keep
just
scrolling. I think. Yeah, right there to the right.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So go a little slower. Nadine, is she also in New York or no?
I don't know. I never met her.
Singapore. Keep going. Houston, Leo.
Yeah, Greg. He's a support. Thank you, Greg.
Greg looks like the guy from Bronx Tale, but it's not him. It's not the same guy. You know who I'm talking about? The young guy that was hanging out with Sonny. Keep going. Moses. So what's Moses' story? So I'm starting to see him a lot as well.
Yes. Moses is a very shrewd young business person that knows how to really price and negotiate and maneuver. And he's also a nice guy. He's got a good family.
Keep going. Look at that chain right there.
Yeah, that I made.
You don't want to be choked by that one.
No.
That may choke you without somebody needing to choke you.
If the person is rich, let him fucking do it. Go for it.
Keep going.
Go for it, Fred.
Japan, keep going.
Mavani, he said hello. Yes.
Keep going.
Maharian boys.
Icebox, keep going.
Icebox boys, also normal people. These guys are normal as well.
Keep going. Jason Beverly Hills.
Mhm.
You know these guys?
No, I never met him, but I'm sure he's a normal person.
Benny the
Benny's
jeweler.
a good guy, yeah.
Keep going. I've heard of Benny.
Yeah. Jewelry
going.
Unlimited, very long time. They've been in business. In eBay days, I used to compete with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. Johnny's another guy, great guy.
Keep going.
I don't know. I never met Gabby.
Keep
Seems like a
going.
normal person as well. Elliot's another good dude. He's, keeps to himself. Nothing wrong with him, I'll tell you that much. And Alex, I never met.
And he's,
Good people,
he's
good people,
first. Alex?
I guess so. Listen, the jewelry business is it's about the customer. Again, it boils down to the clout, and it boils down to, unfortunately, the rapper Drake. Where does Drake shop?
Oh, I got it.
You know what I'm saying? And the jewelry's not that hard to make. Now, these guys are creative, and they do creative shit. But so they'll make a creative piece for their client, but it's just all corny bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say fuck you.
Who's some you did the Trump's?
I keep hearing that AI is only for big law, but that simply is not true. AI isn't about the size of the team; it's about the approach.
Aaron yesterday on the phone. He hit me up. We FaceTimed finally. No, he was by the.
What was
he
Baron
stopped by the
wanting?
shop.
Baron's wanting to buy something.
Baron is a fan, I suppose. He watched the video of me screaming at these guys. He loved it. I said, "Yo,
Baron
your
is
pops
such
knocked
an
me out with
interesting
the
guy.
Maduro move." I'm like, "Yo, you couldn't tell him to hold off?"
Why is that? Why? Because
you know what I'm saying. Once he went into Venezuela, my views went down. No, I'm just joking.
oh, got it. It became the news story.
Yeah.
So Junior bought from you. So who is
This is the Donald Trump III. Yeah. So we went into the streets and shit. I mean,
with him?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah. Secret Service was there. Donnie.
He looks like a Trump.
Yeah, good kid. Good
Got
kid.
the look.
Good kid. You know what I'm
Press
saying?
play, Rob?
That's really my passion, is to give guidance to the
At
kid.
his level, he is pretty straightforward. I mean, the parents ain't gonna spoil him with a Rolex and all this other shit. That shit has to be earned. If you're getting your kid a Rolex, you don't love your child. You're destroying their life. The Rolex is something you want to work hard for, and then one day put on your wrist and say, "Damn, here I am." You know what I'm saying? I got there. That's the reward. Like getting your first sports car. That might happen early in life. That might happen later in life. That might never happen.
Go back to that, Rob. Is that guy to his left is security?
To his left, that's his friend.
Sprite is a good one. Batman's a good one. They got the Bruce Wayne somewhere on Pepsi.
Usually all the Rolex crowns are on this side.
Oh, yeah.
This one's the left. Yeah, back in the right. Yeah.
You want to try on?
All the GMT, they only came out in 2023.
And you know
there are
what? When they
rumors that
saw,
they discontinued
when
it.
Akai,
And they were looking at watches. The kids, they want to see watches. They want to see lit shit. They want to see this. But remember, when you're dealing with me, I'm not on the sweetness, man. I'm not on the trying to be, there's the watch and then there's the man. You can have a Timex, a Rolex, a Patek Philippe, but it's got to be equivalent to who the man that's wearing it is. You know what I'm saying? What's more important? Let me ask you something. The watch or the wrist that's wearing it? These watches are like trading pieces. You buy them for 10% more, you sell them
when
for 10%
Akai
less.
saw this kid
So you got a
in the
20%
grand run,
loss, but if you
they were scared. They were cautious, but not cautious enough.
Who? Akai?
Akai.
Why?
They're still there because they're seeing I'm with the president's grandson, and they're still using my name and stealing my customers. The greed, it blinds you, bro. Greed blinds you. Sin blinds you. You know what I'm saying? When you sin, you're blind. You could win 99 times, and that one time you lose it all. You know what I'm saying? Just like Diddy. Just like
who's the one person? But by the way, Diddy, you said you did something for Diddy or no?
when I was a kid, for a Sweet 16, he gave me some business, but I was only like 20 years old, 21 years old, and the quality I had was just garbage. And then he looked at it, and then he never did business with me again.
Because the quality of what you have.
Yeah. I mean, I bought something from a vendor that was a G-Shock, fully iced, that just had shit diamonds in it, like horrifying.
How
diamonds.
could he tell?
He's been around jewelry his whole life, but the price was good. But somebody was setting up his birthday for the Sweet 16 MTV for one of the sons. And then, I got before I was doing it, and, I had crazy good prices. So when they needed jewelry, okay, at that time, my markup was like 5%, 10%.
To make a name for yourself.
Yeah, to make a name for myself. But I was stupid. Okay, I could have made myself with 13%, 14%, 20%, 18%. Be smart, bro. Don't give it away. 5%, please be my friend. But I didn't even, whatever. So so I had good deals. They were attracted to that, and then it all turned to shit. But it's all right. Yeah, I think he's
who's the one person you haven't done business with that you'd like to? Is there anybody on your list
that I like?
That you'd like to do business with? That you'd like to make a piece for? You'd like to
Patrick Ben David. Ever heard of him?
We already did. I'm wearing your chain now. I got Trax's gold chain on my neck, and I feel safe.
I don't know, man. Whatever. Not really worried about it particularly. I'm a fan of, Boss Mandilo hit me up. I'd like to make a piece for him for the rap community to, make amends, because he's a real rapper.
Have you been in movies, but have you been in a rap song, or have they mentioned you?
Yes.
Which one?
Well, there's a Jewish rapper, Kosher BLP. He's coming up. He's out in Florida.
Kosher BLP?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes did in his last album.
That guy right there, BLP Kosher?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. He's a great rapper.
Wow.
He's coming up. He's doing his thing.
And then you said Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes, yeah.
What do you think about, what do you call it? Jacob the Jeweler. What's the brand of the watch called?
Jacob & Co.?
Jacob & Co.
Yeah. Well, listen, he's a master jeweler, another Baharian that mastered the craft of jewelry. And, he had a flawless performance in the jewelry industry, very subtle, very thoughtful. And as a person to model, as far as the watch is concerned, there has always been creative watches. And that's it. That's all there is to say about it. They're a little bit loud, and then he brands them a certain way, but he had legendary watches for years. And would I personally would die for a Jacob & Co? No, I wouldn't. That's not really a watch for me. But he comes up with creative pieces, and that's it.
Is there a watch you own you'd never sell?
No. And that's Roman says Roman would say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That not at the moment. I mean, I keep my watches in my showcase. My watch right now is some bullshit Rolex Datejust that I just beat up and shit. I'm still actually want to get my watch back that was stolen in a robbery that I got to post a picture of, that was hand engraved by this guy Sir Jewelry, which is an amazing hand engraver. So I was going to do that video later and get that back, because it's a one-of-one Rolex that was gifted for me for somebody, was a customer that
somebody stole it.
Somebody stole it.
Where did they steal it?
It was in a robbery, at the Buddha bar or whatever. The guys went to jail. The police swooped in. A bunch of shit happened over the course of my life. That's always a wacky story. But there was a robbery. They stole the watch. I want to get it back. But there isn't a watch that right now I have $1.5 million in the showcase. That's not enough in the watch business. Okay, I might put in, another 500,000, but I'm thinking, should I buy a silver mining stock and just let that go up, or should I buy more jewelry and that go up? So I have to deploy another $500,600,000 worth of capital right now into the marketplace.
Watches.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? What about silver miner stocks? What's happening with silver? What's this story about this battery Samsung is creating with using a kilo of silver for cars that could go 900 miles with BMW? You don't want to find out about that a day late and a dollar short, my friend. Okay, if they have a 900-mile BMW coming out that charges in an hour, can you imagine that? And it uses a kilo of silver each.
This is the EV Max approximately Gen 6 battery technology. These models are part of a brand new class platform with the production. Is it tied to silver?
Yeah, you could ask that question. I mean, this is cutting edge news. Even you don't even know about it, huh?
Just type silver in the search.
It's really really cutting edge news. Solid state EV batteries, 900. Yeah, try that one.
Oh, it's a.
You're gonna have to dive deep for it, but
900 miles.
Toyota claims
breakthrough could offer 900 miles driving range.
Right.
Now the Lambo's not going to do that though.
Fuck 900 miles on a Lambo. I mean, I have a V10 in that shit, naturally aspirated. I don't need it. I don't drive it on the
900
weekends.
miles on it. It's.
I'm gonna destroy that Lambo. I'm gonna have it upside down by the time I'm done with that shit.
How do you drive it? Are you like
a fucking Lambo, baby? I'm not a.
Good for
I
you.
don't do any tickle.
Yeah, you know, every time
fighting.
when I buy exotics, they're like, "What are you doing with this?" I'm like, "I'm gonna drive it." As if it's. I bought a brand new Rolls Royce Dawn. I put 20,000 miles on it. I bought a 458. I put 18,000 miles on it. I drive.
Yeah.
I bought an Aventador. I drove it every day like it's a BMW.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So last question for you. I'm a buyer. Give me an idea. If I got 10 grand, 100 grand, $1 million, where should I put my money in jewelry? Or should I?
Yeah, you should.
10 grand, 100 grand, $1 million.
That depends on how intelligent you are and how thrifty you are. Now, if you're getting an emerald that's an $800,000 emerald for $250,000, you should buy that. But if you don't know anything about an emerald, then you shouldn't do that. Then you should just buy gold and lots of heavy gold jewelry, because that's easy to scrap and easy to melt, and go on with that.
Gold.
Yes.
So you're long on gold, or you're?
I mean, I was explaining gold when it was $1,800. I started making gold videos when it was $1,250 an ounce. I started the business, it was $350.
When you started the business 20 years ago, it was $350.
Yeah, $350.
From $350 to $4,500.
Yeah, it was $10 a gram. Now it's over $100 a gram, 14K.
13x.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, on a chain. All right. So the price went up to $1,900 when the mortgage collapsed, the mortgage crisis, and then it simmered back down to $1,250, and I said buy. It went up to $1,850. I said last chance. Now it's $4,500. I don't know what the hell's going on. The story of our lives is what's going to happen with the dollar. My lifetime, your lifetime, the story of the dollar. Trump is coming in trying to hold the dollar and save it after these people prostituted the dollar. Okay, they put the dollar out there like a whore. Give me my money. You know what I'm saying? This is what they did with the dollar. So the story of our lives is, can he save the dollar or not? Because Xi Jinping is coming, and he's not an idiot. He moves quietly and carefully, and they're working on the silver now. They're working on the metals now, but you can't trust the communists. You want to stick with this. So something is at play, but Trump is only there for 3 years. Xi Jinping is there for a long time. We all know the play.